What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BWT. And today we are going to go over the Philadelphia Phillies offseason plans. Before we get into that, make sure you guys are liking this video, commenting on this video, and sharing this video to any Phillies fans that you know. And also make sure that you are showing the Refuse to Lose network some love. We've got Carl Talking College. He reviews all college sports. Well, not all. He goes mainly football and basketball, men's and women. And then we have RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. We've got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. We have the Dave's Doghouse. We have King's Talk with Joe Jordan. And in the red corner with Ty, Tony, and Ricky. And of course, the main show, Refuse to Lose. Click the sub button for all of those shows. Show us some love and don't miss out on our next videos. Let's get right into it. The Phillies finished 90-72 to be second in the NL East. They started off very slow, right? And then they went on a run, right? Turner couldn't hit. Everyone was expecting him to go absolutely crazy because of the World Baseball Classic that he had. He was smashing home runs left and right, grand slams, big hits throughout the entire World Baseball Classic. And then he comes to the Phillies after signing that fat contract and does not play well. But the Philly fans were behind him, and he continued to do what he always does, right? Steal bases, get on base, hit some home runs, and cause havoc, and play a good shortstop. And that's what he did. Shout out to Bryce Harper for learning a completely new position this year. He ended up playing first base when he came back from Tommy John. He was out there with a big robotic arm cast every time he got on base. That's my guy, Bryce Harper. You know it. My favorite player in the game right now. And then they went to the NLCS this year, and they collapsed against the Arizona Diamondbacks. I didn't expect them to do that. I expected them to go on to the World Series and get it done this year. After going to the World Series the year before and losing to the Astros, I felt like they just had that experience under their belt. But Craig Kimbrell had other plans, right? Came in games 3 and 4 and absolutely blew their leads in the late innings. So that was that. They did not end up going to the World Series. Bryce Harper hit .293 with 21 home runs and 72 RBIs. Kyle Schwarber hit .197, but hit 47 home runs and 104 RBIs. And he was batting out of the leadoff spot for a good part of the season. Bryson Stott, he hit .280 with 15 home runs and 62 RBIs. Trey Turner ended the season at .266 with 26 home runs and 76 RBIs. JT Realmuto hit .252 with 20 home runs and 63 RBIs. Also hit for the cycle this year, so hats off to him for doing that. Nick Castellanos batted .272 with 29 home runs and 106 RBIs. Alec Bohm hit .274 with 20 home runs and 97 RBIs. Austin Nola went 12-9 on the mound with an ERA of 4.46 and pitched 193.2 innings with 202 strikeouts. and Zach Wheeler ended up going 13-6 with a 3.61 ERA and 192 innings pitched with 212 strikeouts. They went out and got Michael Lorenzen from the Tigers. He ended up throwing a no-hitter within the first couple of weeks that he was with the Phillies. So that was a good story. And I feel really bad for Rhys Hoskins because he tore his ACL in the spring training games down in Florida. And then he ended up losing his spot because Dombrowski came out and said that Bryce Harper is going to be a full-time first baseman this upcoming season. So I don't see them re-signing him. The only guy that they have re-signed is Austin Nola, which, I mean, they would have been crazy not to. Craig Kimbrell signed with the Orioles. He goes to the AL East. Rhys Hoskins is a free agent. That's another reason why I feel bad for him because um, I feel like he was starting to uh, get used to the MLB game, right? I've watched videos to where he talks about making slight adjustments in the game from AA, AAA to the majors, and I feel like he was putting it all together and he was going to have a good season, but he ended up losing his job, right? It happens. Michael Lorenzen is also a free agent this upcoming season. Their team needs are relief pitching and call me crazy, right? I think they need to make one trade and one trade only. This is a long shot, so just bear with me, right? I think they sign relief pitcher Lou Trevino, relief pitcher Trevor Rosenthal, and trade everything that you can possibly put together in a package for Mike Trout. You hear me? Mike Trout. Put him and Bryce Harper in the same lineup, batting back to back. That's a pitcher's nightmare, right? Um, he's a Philly kid, right? He roots for the Philadelphia Eagles, um, which I'm not a fan of. But if you can bring him back to where he was as a kid, he's from the Jersey area, but the Phillies are a team that I don't know. It seems like a good fit. It seems like a really good fit. You move Schwarber to the DH, and you figure out the rest of the outfield, right? You've got Marsh, you've got that kid that they just brought up, fast center fielder. He made the great play on Ron Acuna's hit in I believe it was like the bottom of the top of the seventh inning. He hit a ball in the gap, and this kid just went and got it. Right, it was a tremendous play. Um, so that's what I think they should do. Nick Castellanos should be part of that package, right? We saw the big postseason that he had, right? He went crazy. Um, and that whole team is just a vibe. The city, they love this team, right? City of brotherly love, all that. Um, give them something to root for. I feel like if they make that trade, then that will be what pushes them over the top, right? They won't get eliminated in the NLCS. They might, because we all know the moves that another team in the National League has made. The Dodgers are just like my boy Jovan said in the baseball chat earlier. They're just printing out cash, and it's insane. Because they signed somebody else today. But Yeah, I hope the Phillies make a run in this division. Um, that's all we got for you guys today on the Philadelphia Phillies offseason. Peace.